Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw, it's May. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Henderson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Again, it's Henderson. Gets past one man. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw with May. They set up the screen for Henderson. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And the Patriot first down.
Play action, May. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Pierce will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, But they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Pats, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Irving. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He finds his man, complete. That's Santos. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, May with it. And he spots Henderson open left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. Well, he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Colston Loveland, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The extra point now for Borregales. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they're able to get to him right away, but still down to the 44-yard line with a catch. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bucs at 2-4 here in the 1st half of the year. And they come in losers in 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jermaine Johnson drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Jones on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Racing to the end zone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Borregales now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. Ooh, the juke. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, 48 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, look at that. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Santos. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
May going to give it to Henderson. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
From the shotgun, it's May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point now for Borregales. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Buccaneers 7.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. That's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Loose inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Buccaneers 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 6 now. To the air, May. There's a short one caught by Logan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing here is May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun, it's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's May. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's across midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
When I see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset, this is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. this is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on third down.
Looking to throw. May.
This is caught inside the 15.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
They run out of the gun with Irving.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback and expected pass.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones on the return.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
Muscling 3 near the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him. Feet were moving. The legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away.
opens here. He's past the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. May looking to run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they certainly knew their challenges. This series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They go play action with May.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
So if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On the return is Jones. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's go, that's really a chip shot, right?
Anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
On play action, May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And he picked up another first down there.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown! From 4 yards out.
And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10 to about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
42-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Second and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this ball will be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Pats will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
Pierce has it knocked loose.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say, we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Irvin. Touchdown. Buccaneers. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Patriots 38, Buccaneers 20.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
71 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know we're there at wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a toss left side with Henderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Off the play fake. Here's May.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Colston Loveland with an amazing diving catch.
And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 21.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
That will give Irving running right.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they will take a knee here.
Let's go. 70, 10 more.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Patriots, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our